Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Vanessa. So here on my channel, we do a combination of high and low. So today we are going to be doing a Dollar Tree makeup haul. I really got inspired to do a Dollar Tree makeup haul because you do seem to really like it. You guys seem to really enjoy my Dollar Tree hauls. So I thought, why not see what's good at the Dollar Tree. The only difference from my previous Dollar Tree hauls is I usually do like a full face of Dollar Tree makeup. Today I am actually going to be only doing just like Dollar Tree staples, more like a concealer. I have a cream blush, which I'm excited about, eyeliner, an eyeshadow palette, concealer, etc. I actually have my favorite Dollar Tree makeup brushes that I always recommend to you in every video. So today I did pick up another one. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. If you're new here and you like this type of videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you end this video. I really appreciate it and I'd love to have you here. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so first thing I'm going to be doing is my brows, because I did pick up the a brow pencil. This is in the shade Soft Brown, and this is by the brand LA Girl. LA Girl? I'm thinking of LA Girl, which is another brand. Sorry, I'm thinking totally different. This is the brand LA Colors, and they actually carry this at pretty much every Dollar Tree that I've been to. So this is just a standard wooden pencil, but it is soft brown, so I hope that it's not too dark. Usually brow pencils are a little bit too like dark for me, but this one is just a standard wooden pencil like I was saying. And then I do have a little spoolie I can just put on the other side here if I need to comb out my brows. So I'm just scared it's gonna be super streaky. Let's see. I'm doing little strokes, like feathering it, and I'm filling up any gaps. I like it. It's not so dark. Usually you will be able to see like the streaks, like the little strokes that I'm making into the brow, but it's not showing up so dark. So I'm gonna just do a couple of strokes here. I did go a little bit too light right there, which you can see that it is pretty light. This brown is pretty soft. It's not harsh whatsoever. Definitely have some sparse areas. So I think that's good. For the Dollar Tree, this is not bad at all. Just to fill in where I need to. Pretty good. I like it. So not too bad if you're like on a pinch or you just want something very basic and maybe you don't need so much filling in. This is a great option. So moving on to concealer. So I did put on concealer, so I'm going to remove it in just a second with my favorite micellar cleansing water. I like to remove my makeup with this even after cleansing the face. And this has vitamin C. So this has actually been my favorite, and it's from the drugstore, so super affordable. I get it at Target. But anyways, I picked up the color, what is this? Conceal and Correct LA Colors again. This covers dark spots / circles, and I picked up the shade Peach, which, why did I pick up the peach? Oh, I picked up the shade Peach because one, that's all they have at the Dollar Tree. But the reason why behind I even considered picking this up was because if you think about it, when you're color correcting and you have dark circles, peach is actually the color you want for your under eyes. Like, I love my Pixie color corrector in the shade Brightening Peach, in the little pod that I always rave to you guys about. It's my favorite color corrector, and it's actually a peach salmon color. So that's why I considered picking this up, because it is a peach shade. Okay, literally I look dead. Ignore my super dark circles, but I guess this is the true test of how this will work. So I don't know why it smelled that, but let's try it out. Ooh, I actually really like this. I love how peachy it is. So nothing better than the actual finger to blend. So here we are. I'm just going to blend it with my finger. I love how peachy it is, because like I had mentioned, peach is like the best shade to use for color correcting dark circles, specifically dark circles. If you want to brighten up the face, then you would use lavender. You know, different colors of the color wheel is for different methods of, or different ways to color correct. But that corrected pretty well. Of course it's peach, it looks a little crazy. It's a little crazy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, hear me out. This is amazing for color correcting. Like, this of course isn't gonna be a concealer shade. It's not. But it says conceal correct. So maybe it is their way of promoting it as, or as selling it as a color corrector, because technically this is a color corrector and it is the shade peach. I think this is amazing. Okay. So good that I probably, as long as it doesn't get like, doesn't have like separation going on later on throughout the day. But if it doesn't, if it wears well, then this might be a staple for me. You never know. Because as long as it doesn't act all crazy on me and start breaking up throughout the day, then it's going to be a win for me. We're literally taking it super old school because I don't remember the last time I applied concealer with my fingers. There's nothing wrong with applying concealer with your fingers. They're honestly like the best tool to blend your makeup. But I just haven't done it in so long, to be completely honest with you. So it does feel a little weird, not gonna lie. I am going to layer just a little bit more, but technically it's looking good as is, but I just like the extra coverage because you just saw I have some intense dark circles. Alrighty, so I think this is good enough, but wow, that really did cancel out darkness underneath this area right here for me. And I must say, so far, it's doing good. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It looks fab, actually. I like it a lot. It is a really good color corrector if you're looking for one that is super duper affordable. So moving on to a cream blush. So I got this, it says actually new. So I guess LA Colors just came out with this. This is a cream blush and it says it melts onto the skin and easy to blend. Basically, application, it states that you just squeeze onto fingers, apply on your cheeks, and blend smoothly onto your skin. So this is a shade Adorned, in case you're looking for this shade and you do like how it looks on me. This is a shade Adorned. Adorned? Why do I feel like I'm saying that weird? I don't know. Anyway, looks like it's going to be a pretty like rose shade. Okay, so I'm going to, I already made a mess. I'm going to just apply a little bit onto the back of my hand like so. Kind of squeezed out too much, but we'll just clean it off. But super quick, easy packaging too. So let's see. I'm gonna use my little putty brush from e.l.f. Wow, that actually spreads quite nicely onto the hand, which I like because it means that a little product goes a long way. Yeah, I hope it just doesn't. Let's see. There's definitely color payoff on this product. Wow. And it's super pretty. The color is really nice. Pretty rose pink shade. I think I need to apply a little bit more on the back of my hand, but look how pretty that color is. And it looks super, the color payoff is amazing, but it's not so loud where you're like, whoa, things are getting crazy on my cheek. No, like, I think obviously this helps too, that you're putting it on the back of my, I'm putting it on the back of my hand. If you put it on the back of your hand, it's always the safest way to apply cream blush. I just kind of went a little high there on my cheek, but it's all good. We're going for that super sun-kissed look. That's such a pretty shade. And then how about on the bridge of the nose, like if we were really getting nice and sun-kissed by the sun. That's a pretty shade. And there's, like I said, definitely color payoff. The formula is really nice. It doesn't look oily on the skin. Of course, there's some dew, but it is a cream blush. Cream bronzer stick by Makeup Mario is the only thing I have on my cheek, which is the bronzer, which the two worked really, really nicely. They blended well together. So I like that. So far, this is good. Good color corrector, a good cream blush. The brow pencil didn't let me down either. Now moving on, I'm going to share with you my favorite brushes, my favorite drugstore brushes. They do sell these at Target. At Target, I believe they're like $3 each versus getting them up at the snagging them at the Dollar Tree. You get them for $1.25, so that's a steal. You do get extra savings there. These are the Wet n Wild brushes. These are really, really good. I've picked up a couple already in my previous Dollar Tree hauls, but I continue to pick them up because they're really, really good, and they're super affordable. They're super soft. They don't shed on me. They're really good brushes. So this is the angled, since I did not have this one already, this is the angled liner brush. So I thought maybe we can do something with like our eyeshadow, play with it a little bit. Actually, it's because I picked up the eyeliner pencil in the shade Coffee. And this is by e.l.f. They have e.l.f. at the Dollar Tree, and you definitely want to check out Dollar Tree because they carry a pretty good selection of e.l.f. brand, which is obviously at Target and other drugstores. But I mean, you can get it a little bit cheaper because typically e.l.f. runs from like $3 now and up. I believe it used to be $1, but now it's like $3 and up. So you can get a little bit of savings there, especially when you're getting a couple of e.l.f. products. It does add up. Of course, it's wooden, but I mean, e.l.f. is pretty inexpensive, but their formulation is really, really good for the most part. We'll see. This has a sharpener on the other end, and then here is the shade Coffee. So that's the eyeliner shade. It's just like a nice, deep, rich, pretty cool tone brown. So we will see how it wears. I might like apply it to my lash line and just buff it out with this liner. It's super teeny tiny and easy to really get into the lash line. So you definitely probably should look into getting a brush like this if that's like a method you like to do or you would like to try out. So for eyeshadow palette, we got the LA Colors 12 color eyeshadow palette in the shade just traditional. I like this because it's more like just my basic warm brown neutrals type of eyeshadow palette. It comes in this hard plastic packaging that I'm not too fond of, but hey, for $1.25, let's see how the color payoff is. So here's some shades swatched right here. They are a little light, but we will see how they build up. But they do feel creamy and they do have color payoff. We just shall see how bright or how much pigment comes off on the eyelids. I'm thinking with this eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be doing something very, very simple because I don't have much like, I guess options. It's all like pretty much the same color story. And because I did talk about the Wet n Wild brushes, I did pick up, I just basically grabbed my Wet n Wild brush that I technically got from my like Dollar Tree haul like 2 hauls ago. And this is my favorite blender brush. It's like a nice, stiff, long-haired, round brush. Super easy and affordable. And like I said, they have this at the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna grab this shade right here. But because since I'm talking about these brushes, I wanted to use these brushes since you can technically get them at the Dollar Tree and they work amazing. Like they're one of my favorite brushes. Doesn't matter what eyeshadow palette I'm using, I will use these brushes. They are amazing. So I'm just building this up, but I think it's good enough. And I'm just basically pulling the eye out, basically elongating my eye with just dragging out the shadow. I'm going to use another Wet n Wild brush. This is like a smudger brush. So again, if you're really looking into like maybe building a collection but you don't want to spend much, here's a smudger brush. Very nice like packer brush too. Like if you really want to just do all over the shade brush, all over the lid shade on your eyelid. What am I saying? This is a good brush. I'm going to be using probably this like champagne-y shimmery shade. I'm going to be using this champagne-y shimmery shade up here. Let's just see how it performs. Yeah, you literally can't see anything, but it's okay. It's adding a little dust of something, but technically nothing much. It's okay. With the same brush, I'm going to use this little plummy shade right here. It's like a plummy, what is that? It's like a charcoal leaning into a little bit of mauve. I'm gonna use that and I'm gonna deepen up the edges right here. Okay, this is literally doing nothing. I don't know what to do. That's literally the deepest shade in the palette, so there's not much I can do with really giving my eye dimension. If it ain't giving me any dimension, it's like coming off. I'm trying to just pack it on, but there's nothing I can do there. Alrighty, I'm basically done. Okay, so there's no hope for this palette. It's just so dusty that it gave me so much fallout that it just completely darkened my under eye area. So I applied just a tad bit of concealer, but honestly I don't want to just mess with my base. So this is what we're working with. It gives you a good transition shade. There is definitely, you can see dimension in my eyes with that transition shade. But besides that shade, like, there ain't no hope for this palette. I feel so like crazy saying that. I'm just gonna add a little bit of, like, hold on. I'm gonna dust off a little bit of that. I'm gonna get a little bit of this whole white and brighten up this area. Did it do anything? Just want a little bit of a transition color and maybe a little opening up the eye action, maybe. But you can skip the eyeshadow palette. It's just not working for me. Okay, since I didn't get anything much from the eyeshadow palette, I'm just gonna go in with my e.l.f. liner, and I'm going pretty aggressive over the lash line. I'm going a little high up here on my lash line. I'm just gonna give a little something something. And then I'm gonna go in with this little liner brush because it's angled and it's nice and dense but yet soft. And I'm just gonna make sure it's not so harsh. I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara. Where's mascara? Let me go get that really quick. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume. This is the purple one. This is super affordable. I think this is like $4 at Ulta, at pretty much any drugstore. But I'm going to be applying this because I did not pick up a mascara from the Dollar Tree. To be honest, they're all trash. I've tried already like 5-6 of them just to see if I have like found it a gem, like the actual mascara that actually will work at the Dollar Tree. Have yet to have found it, so I'm going to be using this one and then I'll be right back. Okay, I am back from applying my mascara, and definitely guys, don't even waste your money getting Dollar Tree mascaras. This guy, like I said, is super affordable. It's like less than $4, maybe $4, but the volume that it gives you on your lashes is amazing. Like, I kind of have to make sure I don't overdo it on the bottom lash line because I feel like they look too spider. My bottom lashes can look a little bit too spidery. I don't know, spider looking, so I do kind of have to be careful on the bottom lash line. But the eyes, I will say the eyes all in all look not that bad. They could look better. I cleaned off this brush, this angle brush, because I wanted to show you another way you can really use this brush in just your normal routine. Is grab a smidge of concealer like so, run that angle brush, and also yet dragging it a little bit down, and you can clean up any look. If you're doing like a cat eye, like I try to pull this eyeliner and I kind of maybe messed up or whatever the case may be. I want to clean it up. I can just run my angled brush through, angle it through on the side of the eye right here where I try to create that little wing, and just pull it up and blend. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So that's what I usually do even with any angle brush. I just pull it up. This one's perfect because it's tiny and detailed, already angled, and it's a good little detail brush. So like so. It's not perfect, but definitely gave me a little bit more sharper edge right here to the wing that we try to create. So last but not least, we're going to be using the LA Colors lip oil. I did not get a lip stain because Dollar Tree may be getting a little too crazy with their lip colors. They're just a little bit too red for me. I enjoy a bold red lip. I think I have purchased one before in my Dollar Tree hauls. But let's face it, I want something a little bit more neutral. So all I have is a lip stain that I applied earlier. So this is supposed to, it claims to moisturize and nourish lips, slant tip applicator, just a basic lip oil. I'm always looking for a good lip oil because I do like to have my lips nice and hydrated. And if it doesn't feel, can I open this up? Hold on. I was like talking and I was like not feeling like I was going anywhere opening that package up. Like I was saying, I just really look for a lip oil that will give me nice hydration, won't feel weird and slippy, but will hydrate my lips. So we'll see. This really smells like a strong, yeah, it's pretty strong. A strong watermelon. I was gonna say strawberry, but this is a watermelon scent, which it doesn't say anywhere on the package that it's watermelon scent, but it clearly smells like watermelon. And it's funny because you can't smell it through the bottle, but as soon as you put it up to your lips, oh yeah. I don't mind, as long as it's not gonna give me a headache. I hope not. The oil feels nice and thin, not too thick, but not too thin where it's slippy. It's perfect, especially with the lip stain. I already have color on my lips, and you don't get your wand dirty with lip stain, so it's a win-win. I feel like a lip stain, something that sinks into your lips, a little wash of color, and a lip oil is A++. Love it. Okay, so that is it for my look today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this Dollar Tree haul. I really did try to get things that I feel like I would pick up myself if I was going to the Dollar Tree and that I would continue to use. One being, I'm going to update you, but one being this color corrector. It really did cancel out my super dark circles. For $1.25, like, look no further, because if you don't mess up with my makeup and my concealer and make it look all nasty, then why wouldn't I use this? I would continue to use this, right? And then the big win was this blush. This blush is looking good. As I've continued to do my makeup, you can tell that it hasn't gotten oily, looking nasty. It hasn't separated. There's no like missing patches of pigment and color. So I really love these two. These were like the big gems out of the haul. The blush, 1000% is going to continue to use. And like I said, this, as long as it doesn't separate my under eye, it's a win for me. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you have stuck around till the end of this video, if you guys do enjoy these hauls, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up so I do continue to make these Dollar Tree hauls for you. And let me know also what other hauls or makeup tutorials you would like to see from me next so I can film those for you. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I love you. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.